welcome to my first episode of an interesting series. Hopefully this one will last longer than any of my previous Minecraft series, if you remember. Minecraft Continuum, 2 episodes. Skyblock, 1 episode. Sky Factory, 1 episode again. Actually, I don't even think I even made a video on that. Playing with Miles, that was only a few episodes, or otherwise known as MDG Creeper. I'm being a bit quiet right now because of the fact that you don't want to interrupt those that you're sleeping near. Like, can you expect me yelling like, "Hey guys!" Like, would you expect someone yelling to wake up someone? Yeah, you don't want it because it's quiet time. So I'm gonna try to stay as quiet as possible. Anyways, Minecraft Creatorium is where I take the environment around me, as you can see, and I try to build a structure with it. And for this series, for like who knows how many episodes it's gonna go on, it will be medieval themed. So I think the first possible thing is spawning right about here. So I think I need to look around, kind of get used to my environment. See, when doing this series, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep elements of the world. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna try to keep the elements of like see how we have like oak wood and spruce wood here and some birch wood. We've also got a lot of stone mountains. I'm gonna try to keep it compared to the environment going on right about now. So, for example, I wouldn't build with jungle wood here, would I? Because you can't collect that, because in the medieval days, you wouldn't be able to get jungle wood in a place, because they won't want to use that. They want to do local sourcing, which is what I'm going to do for the first rule for the series. Second one is not really too much of a time consuming, but I'm going to try to see. I have currently like about 59 minutes left to try to see how much I can make. And I'm also going to be making a story with my design. I'm also going to be editing this to music with some time lapse, come back occasionally on what I've been doing, and hopefully this should be an interesting series. So I think the first thing that should be done is, yeah, castle right here would be good. And yeah, this looks good. Let's start working. So here's what I have so far. I have this little foundation. I've used world edit. I'm gonna make this. Actually, I don't have world edit. I've just used the fill commands. I'm gonna make this look more natural later on in the build. But what my basic idea is to have 2 main turrets in the beginning area here. Ooh, I better destroy that tree, because that... Oh, wait. I don't have to destroy the tree. Basically, I'm going to have 2 big turrets here, which, if you guys don't know, turrets are like the big round parts of a castle. I can throw a picture up on the screen of what I mean. Like, people have built castles in Minecraft, but I don't think they refer to the round parts as turrets, because they're actually known as turrets. Unless I'm being completely idiotic and it actually isn't called a turret. I'm calling them turrets. And if I'm wrong, you can roast me in the comments. You're like, "Oh, Codeman, you aren't being smart or anything." Like, yeah. I might have 4 turrets, but I have intentions to have 2 main ones, or actually 6. Yeah. And then there's gonna be a kind of a staircase down this way. There's also gonna be people in the castle. I'll explain how I'll do that in a little while. So, okay, so this is the basis design I have, kind of. As you can see, I've designed 4 large turrets. This actually isn't a large castle, so it's going to be restricted. I'm not sure how tall I'm going to make it, but it's kind of good rule of thumb if you're making if you're making some sort of big structure. And this is what I usually do. Usually start with the base, but in this case I start it in the ground, because I might add a basement, I might not, depends on how much time I have. Currently I am doing quite well, I'd say, although don't quote me on that. So I think the next progress here is to lay out this stonework more, and like fill this entire section, which can easily be done with the flick of a few buttons. There we go. It actually looks like a bone. Okay, so this is kind of looking more like a dog bone shaped pool right now, but I honestly think it's kind of funny looking. So if you look carefully here, there's 4 main turrets that I have, and I've laid out the outline here on top of the cobblestone. So cobblestone on cobblestone to kind of lay out a pattern. This is just kind of basic design. It's gonna get incorporated with some other stuff. Of course, most castles of this era would usually have actually stone brick. Like I said, this is the basis. This is kind of reference design, so I can get an idea of what to build next. So here I am, currently perched on top of the archway I've made, which is the entrance to the castle. As you can see behind me, I've been a little bit working, and so this main area right here is the main hall area. This is where you will meet the Baron of the castle yourself. So what they've done in what they do in the medieval days is the Baron would usually call people, and they'd come through to the front and bring offerings or something, or come seek legal advice from the Baron or king of their realm. And with that, they'd actually go and they do something about it, or they don't. It just depends on how caring the baron or king is to their peasants or not. Now here's an interesting thing that I'm gonna mention. This is actually a post for the center of the castle, because all castles have a center of support. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this, build one of these towers, and kind of come back in a bit and show you exactly what I did. Okay, so here's the finished first castle tower. So let me show you what I put inside. So this is the entrance over here, and as you can see, we have a spiraling case coming around. And honestly, in a strategic sense, this is actually better for the offensive man. So let me show you. So I have an arrow. I have a sword and a shield. Now, if I'm charging, I can show part of my body while coming up the stairs. All the defender will have to either be this-handed, will have to be like this, or at a complete disadvantage for someone coming up the stairs. Now, in the medieval days, they'd never do this. They'd always have the stairs going up in this direction, which is going to be true for 2 of the towers, but for the other 2 towers, this is going to be the case where the defender is going to have a better advantage. But then again, that doesn't come too much to Minecraft, because you can easily see your opponent, partly, although the mechanic may still be a possibility, because it is in real life. In the medieval days, they did do that, where they actually had the going in a clockwise spiral, not a counterclockwise spiral up. So you can see that I placed a whole bunch of lanterns along the walls. That leads us all the way up to the top, and as you can see, there's like 3-ish floors that you could go on. And then you have the very top floor, in which you can see all across and see, oh look, enemies, and shoot down at them. And I put lanterns here because why not? I mean, nothing can go wrong with plenty of light, right? And also because these are like stairs, I was gonna put a slab here, but then I'm like, that doesn't give it too much character. So then I went like this, which gives it a nice little kind of jagged, nice stone look. So I'm gonna throw away this shield. I don't need it anymore. So I'm gonna replicate this design on the other 3 towers. Let the Alright, so I finished the 4 towers. Stupid rain, go away. So this is what I have. I have these 4 towers behind me built. Unfortunately, I am out of time, so I will have to continue with this build in next episode. If you enjoyed this new kind of episode, it's been a while since I've done Minecraft, as you can see. I've even designed a new logo character. If you've enjoyed, please be sure to hit the like button, because apparently the algorithm as of right now for YouTube is running off likes. That the more likes a video gets, the better it is. Also, this will be more than 10 minutes, because also that's another factor. Please be sure to subscribe if you actually did enjoy this. That way you'll know when the next part of this build is uploaded as well. And hit the bell so you guarantee that you're that you get the notification, because if you don't hit the bell, you just subscribe, you're gonna never know when it uploads until you actually look into your new subscription feed and then realize, oh wait, he uploaded another video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.